Hey everyone, I went through and posted grades for the participation for the first week and a half for 225. And I emailed everybody to let you know how you're doing. But you got an email, even though it says blind copy because I emailed several people with the same email. You got an email that basically said, great, don't do anything because you're getting all A's or B's. You got an email that basically said, well, you really could be doing better because you got a fair amount of C's or lower grades, and maybe you weren't expecting that. And I tried to explain some of that a little bit. And I also emailed people who said, if you don't start participating, you're going to fail because there's a number of people who, for whatever reason, haven't quite caught on to this cycle of participation. Below this video, I have some advice and suggestions for participating in the class and how to manage your time and things like that. I go back to look at the syllabus and look at the introductory video that I posted. The main goal for participation is you want to post on time initially, and then you want to return to the discussion on several different days, a couple of different days, so that you can interact and see what other people have posted. If you just post 3 times in a row, the post and go approach, that's a C, because the idea of these discussions, again, is to have interaction with others. Okay? Let me show you real quick here a little tip that I have for how I read through the discussions using the unread and marked as read buttons in the discussion threads themselves. I've showed this to people before. They've been surprised by this, so I thought I'd include this in a really short video here. So take a look. Okay, I'm interacting with the class as test student, which means it's a way I can view it at the same way that you view the class. So this is the website, of course. And I'm going to pick this discussion. Now, since I haven't posted this discussion yet, I can't see any of the comments. So I'll write something here really quick. That'll be very brilliant. And then, of course, once my post shows up there, I can see all these other posts. Now, so I see these different posts, and what I can do is as soon as I pass by a post, is see how that button turns to white there, like that? Okay, do you see that? What that is doing is that marks the discussion as read, okay? Or that part of the discussion. I've read those posts. Now let's say I go away and imagine I come back in the future. Imagine this is the next day, okay? So I go back to this discussion. There's a lot of posts here. There's over 40, there's 45 posts. And so I don't have time to sort through them all again. But if I click where it says unread, then I start seeing the posts that I haven't seen yet, right? So imagine these are posts that have happened the next day or 2 days later. And again, I can do the same thing here. I can mark these as read so that if I wanted to come back again like a 3rd time or a 4th time, I could. And I can also do stuff like if there's a post like this, for example, if it interests me, I can click where it says view the discussion, and then I can actually see what other people had to do with that particular discussion, okay? I find this to be the easiest way for me as when I'm teaching this to read through a lot of these discussions and to keep up with the new posts that show up in a discussion. And hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, I showed that to students last year in conferences and stuff like that. A lot of students were like, oh, that's a great tip. I didn't know that. So, that's what I'm sharing for you there. As always, let me know if you have any questions about the grade and stuff. Post on time. Come back to the discussion in multiple days. Remember that even though it's an online class, you're still probably going to have to spend several hours a week actually engaged in the class, all that kind of stuff. And if you have other questions or whatever, just shoot me an email and we'll figure out a way to talk about it. Okay, thanks. See you later.